ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतान् शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्यैव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Hari Om. We'll chant the first mantra. Namah Shri Shankarananda Guru Padambujanmani Savilasa Mahamoha Graha Grasaika Karmane Graha Grasaika Karmane. 18th verse, page 84. Savetti Vedyam Tat Sarvam Nanyastashyasti Vedita Vidita Viditabhyam Tat Prathak Bodha Swarupagam Bodhepyanubhavo Yasya Na Katanchana Jayate Tam Katham Bodhayet Shastram Loshtan Jihvami asti na veti Jihvami asti na veti Uktirlajjayai kevalam yatha Na buddhyate maya bodha bodhavyam iti tadrishi. We were seeing this third chapter of Panchadashi, when in this first third chapter we were seeing that the Brahman or the self is beyond five koshas. Second, it is internal to five koshas. And third point was, it is of the nature of self only. And this topic of the nature of self was from 13 to 27th verse. If you remember, that was the point. So what was told there? Please note, the biggest thing is, here it is said that in all experiences, consciousness is intertwined. Every experience will be intertwined by the consciousness. You cannot have an experience without the experience of the consciousness. Any object cannot be experienced without the consciousness. And that self is first experienced and the world is experienced later on. And this consciousness cannot be objectified. It is not the object of knowledge. Why? Because of this only other objects are known. How can this be objectifiable? So, saveti vedyam tat sarvam na anya tasyasti vedita. It is the knower of known and unknown also. You heard these things in the last classes. But what is the mistake? We will see that. I remember I told there are four things: Pramata, Pramed, Praman and Sakshi. So, the Sakshi, in the Pramata knows the Prameya. Pramata and Prameya are coexistent. Knower and known are coexistent. You can't have a knower without known. And therefore, knower and known will be coexistent. But Sakshi is the one which illuminates the knower also. How can the illumined illuminate the illuminator? So, Pramata, Prame and Praman all are known in the light of whom? How can that be illumined? This was said in the last class, which you must be remembering. Well, that is, I understand, but I'll tell you. And therefore, Vidyaranya Swami says that if somebody says that I don't know whether it is there or not, then tam katham bodhet shastram, how can the scriptures teach? Because he is a lump of clay in human form. Loshtam nar samakritim. We had seen this. Our problem is that our attention goes on the object and not on the subject. Like when I see a palm, our attention is on the palm and not on the light falling on the palm. When I see the mic, I don't understand that this perception of mic is intertwined with perception of light on the mic. Because I like and dislike the mic, therefore I am only seeing the mic and not the light in the mic. So when we see the thought, we are so obsessed by the thought of the object of the thought that the light which is permeating and pervading the thought, that I don't see. It is just like that. I like someone a lot and he came. So I am so obsessed by that form that in the light of whom it is seen, I am not seeing that light. In my mind, supposing enemy comes, I have no enemies, but I'm just thinking, in my mind, enemy comes. So I hate him so much that instead of seeing that this enemy is seen in which light, I am more occupied with the thought of the enemy. And I have because practiced it, therefore even if it is told, we slip it away, because that was my practice for births together. But what is the important point, I'll come to it, where we miss to understand. And therefore, Vidyananda Swami says in 20th verse, somebody is saying, Jivva me asti va na va iti na va. This should be in inverted comma. Jivva me asti na va. This is a sandhi is there. Va plus ukti is there. So it is there veti, not veti, veti. It's not yukti. Don't say jivva me asti na vet, and then you say yukti. It is not yukti. It is na va ukti, uktihi. Somebody is talking, whether I don't know whether I have tongue or not. So Vidyananda says, lajja yai kevalam yatha. This is a matter of shame. This is a matter of shame. Similarly, if somebody says, I don't know whether consciousness is there or not, na buddhyate maya bodha, well, consciousness is there, and then I think I will know it later on. Bodhavyam iti tadrishi. Tadrishi means such a thinking process. It is just like that. It is just like that. Na buddhyate maya bodha. Buddha means consciousness. That consciousness is I know, not known. I will know it later on. Somewhere I will know. Hum honge kamyab ek din. Somewhere I will know that consciousness is there. Today nahi, aaj nahi milne to kya hua? If I don't understand consciousness, so what? One day I will know that I have also consciousness. So it is very simple. What point is mentioned? It is very simple. But where we slip, I will just tell. Is it clear? Na? See 21st shlok. Let us read. Yasmin yasminnasti loke bodhastat-tadupekshane yad-bodhamatram tad-brahma ityevam dhir-brahma nishchayah. Yasmin asti loke bodha. Loke means in the world. Bodha means here knowledge, not consciousness. So what yasmin means? Yasmin vishay. In whatever objects are there, experience of various objects. Like I see mic, I see watch, I see paperweight, I see book, I see table, I see chair, I see camera, I see light. 100 things I am seeing. So, in every experience, there is one permanent aspect and one impermanent aspect. There are two aspects of every knowledge. One is the non-changing permanent aspect and other is changing impermanent aspect. What is the non-changing and what is the changing? Can you please tell? Yes, why not? Why not? Like, when you are seeing all object here, there are two aspects. One is changing, mic changes, table changes, paper, but the light aspect is unchanging and the form aspect is changing. Book is changing, but the light of the book is same. This is changing, but the light on this is same. Paperweight is changing, but the light of paperweight is same. Handkerchief is changing, but the light on the handkerchief is same. So there is same light, but the objects are different. I hope you're understanding that. Even if you see in the sun, Million things you can see. You can see trees, you can see river, you can see people going, you can see the road, but there is unchanging sunlight in all. Then what is there? So similarly, when we have experiences of the world, so there is a form made in the mind, but that form is laced by the light of consciousness. So 100 things are coming and going, but the light of consciousness which is falling on each thought is not coming and going. It is permanent, it is unchanging, it is not modifying, because if it modifies, who will say that it got modified? Supposing in one experience, total light is not there, that one. Then how did you know that thought? To know that thought, there should be some light on because of which the thought was known. And supposing that light has changed totally in another one, then who will know that I had known that thought? If there was not one light already, same light was not there. Supposing in X thought I had a light of consciousness, and the Y thought that light of consciousness has changed. So who will know that it has changed if it was not there? And therefore there is an unchanging aspect also, and there is a changing aspect also. Understood. No, not understood. Wait. Not understood. Why not understood? No, you're not understood. Understood. I'm not understood. Why? What you had understood? I understood that every thought has a knowledge. This is where you are wrong. Look. Whatever I say is wrong, whatever you say is right. Yes. Not whatever, but most of the issues. So, why I say knowledge of the thought is wrong? My dear, this is very wrong. But why I have knowledge of the thought? It is wrong. Then what is there? You have thought of knowledge. It is not knowledge of thought. No, both are same. No, both are not same. Both are not same. When you say knowledge of the thought is substance, then knowledge is an attribute of that. Like I say, sweetness of sugar. So sweetness is ever dependent on the sugar. So if sugar is not there, sweetness won't be existing. When you say knowledge of thought, if thought is not there, knowledge won't be existing. Well, again, say slowly. Say in slow motion. Say slowly, then I'll understand. I'm a slow thinker. I'm saying when you say knowledge of thought, then problem will be thought will become substance and knowledge will become attribute. An attribute is ever dependent on the substance, like the red rose, redness of rose, softness of rose. Crunchy apple. Crunchiness is dependent on apple. You can't have, crunchy. What crunchy? Apple is crunchy, chips is crunchy. What is crunchy? What were you saying that is crunchy? Something you were saying? No, not apple. One more thing you were saying. Seeds. Seed. Good. You remember. She roasted the seed. What is it called? Sesame seed. Sesame seed. I brought at breakfast time, avocado was there. Habit was not there to say chicken at breakfast. Not that it is not eaten. Habit is there to take it in the afternoon with salad or early morning. अब इन्होंने रोस्ट टोस्ट करके बढ़ा, बोले इट्स वेरी क्रंची सीड. बार बार लगाए रहे हैं अपना सीड ऐसे कर दें. अब ऐसे क्रंची. मेथी दाना हमारा चला गया. She was soaking methi, and when she saw she doesn't take, then she stopped. So, what to take first thing in the morning? Then take the medicine the first take. First, empty stomach, how many things to take? Only one thing you can have empty stomach. Up crunchy cannot be there. Crunchy is dependent on an object. So when you say knowledge of thought, then you are saying that thought is the substance and knowledge is dependent on the thought. That means if thought is not there, you will have no knowledge. And this is not the case. Without thought also in deep sleep or in samadhi, there is a knowledge per se called the consciousness. Light, like I say, light of the book. This light is not of the book. It is reflected on the book. It is not a light which is off the book. Book is inert. How can there be knowledge of thought? On the one permanent knowledge called consciousness, thoughts are coming. Because I don't know that indivisible knowledge, therefore I have put that as a property of the thought. Actually, it is not the property of the thought. I hope you got this point. And for everything I will say, I have knowledge of paper, I have knowledge of man, I have knowledge of zoology, I have knowledge of medicine. My dear, everything you have made knowledge the attribute. When no thought is there, when you are in deep sleep, still the consciousness is there. And that consciousness does not have time and space. So number one point was that consciousness is not the part, product or property of any body or anything. 3-4 rules we had mentioned. That consciousness is not the PPP. But consciousness is not PowerPoint presentation. No. I said consciousness is not part, product and property. Oh, sorry. I had told it. Consciousness is not the part, product or property of anything, any substance or body. Number one. Number two property was that the consciousness is not limited. Because limitation is in time and space. In the deep sleep, there is no limitation of time and space existing. Therefore, consciousness is not in time and space, and therefore, consciousness does not come and go. And third point was that the consciousness, therefore, will be all-pervading. How can with the thought coming and going, consciousness come and go? You can say thought has come and go. Then how to say that I have knowledge of thought? So easy to say. Knowledge of object is there. Knowledge of paperweight is there. You can say it is a reflected knowledge. Ordinarily you can use these words. But internally don't give a value to it. So one minute. What did you say? It's a reflected knowledge. Yes. It's not the real knowledge. That means thought of paper, thought of a book, thought of a man, thought of a woman. These thoughts are wrong thoughts. No, but there is only one knowledge. How can you have many? How can you have many? But there can be, and because it is reflected knowledge, therefore it is not true. Low. That means all the knowledges are false. Reflected knowledges will never be true. Why? Because it is without the thought also there was a pure consciousness. Without the thought also there was a consciousness existing without the thought. And when the thought as a wave came, as an imaginary wave, like on the screen the film, some character came. So you will say, the light is of the character. If I see a tree in the screen, and then I say, Arey wow, what a nice light is of the tree. Light is of the screen. The screen light, because I don't see it, is superimposed on the tree. It is not of the tree, which is seen there. Then how will I say that I am seeing the tree? You can say I am seeing the tree in the light of screen. You can say I am seeing the tree in the light of a screen. Screen light, I am seeing the tree. The tree does not have its own light. Understood? Tree does not have its own light. The villain in the film is not having its own light. It is seen because of the light of the screen. If light of the screen goes away, all characters will not be seen. None of the characters will be seen. Okay. But okay, I am understanding that. But in general, supposing I say watch, I have knowledge of watch. This appears more right than I say there is a watch of knowledge. Don't you feel? This appears more real and more pragmatic approach that I say I have the knowledge of watch. Rather I say I have watch of knowledge. Because you are saying that because of your reality of the watch. And in Vyavhar you may use such language. Problem is not of using the language. Problem is of understanding it. We also say every day, sun is now setting, sun is rising. But internally we know that sun does not rise. We know that. बोले दिन चढ़ गया है, सूरज आ गया है, sun has come on the top now. It is not on the top. We know that sun has not moved at all. But we use certain languages like that. Certain languages we know it is not right, but still we say that. Lucknow aa gaya. When we go on the train, we say Lucknow is coming now. Or Lucknow is not come. Train is going there. But we say Lucknow is coming now. Chalo to Lucknow aa raha hai. Uthiye. In the sleeper apartment, the AC, the ward boy is there who collects all the, bed sheet and blanket. He said, get up, Lucknow aa raha hai, chaliye, uthiye. Hey, bhai sahab, kahan utarna? Lucknow, uthiye, aa gaya. अरे भाई कितना टाइम हुआ भाई? 3 बजे का टाइम, अभी तो 2:30 बजा. आ गया बिफोर टाइम गाड़ी, चलिए. बिफोर टाइम आ गया? हाँ. अच्छा, चप्पल कहाँ? आप देखिए ना, आपने रखा था. फिर ऐसे ऊपर से ऐसे करके उतरते हैं, ऐसे करके. फिर ऐसे दोनों पैर नीचे करके ऐसे धीरे धीरे से आते. दम से नीचे गिरे. बैठिए, चलिए बैठिए, चलिए लाइक अपना कलेक्ट कर लिया. आई डोंट नो यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग, यू नॉट अंडरस्टैंड बिकॉज यू हैव नॉट ट्रैवल्ड देयर. लखनऊ नहीं आया है, लखनऊ नहीं आया है. लखनऊ इज नॉट कमिंग, लखनऊ इज नॉट कम. आ रहा है, लखनऊ आ रहा है. यू डोंट, आवर ट्रेन विल अप्रोच लखनऊ, लखनऊ विल नॉट कम. So sometime movement of something I superimpose on some stationary thing which was not moving because that experience is there. I superimpose that. This is our mistakes. This is our fallacies are there. Understood? नहीं समझ में आया. Supposing sometimes you are in the train and it is not moving at all. पता नहीं कब चलेगी ट्रेन. And inside, बोले चल दी, thank God. Wow, what a relief, train has started. अरे, it is, next train is going, next to that. This is still not moving. देखो. Then you see this side where constant scenes are there. Then you compare. बोले that train is going. अरे यार, कब चलेगी ये ट्रेन? So that the stationary nature of this train, that train was superimposed. ये धर्म, ये गड़बड़ कर दिया. That moving train's movement was superimposed on this train which was not moving. Similarly, knowledge which was not moving and which is not moving, that has been superimposed. The changing nature of the thought has been superimposed on the unchanging knowledge. And I have said, I have knowledge of this thing, knowledge of this thing, knowledge of this thing, knowledge of this thing. And knowledge is not changing at all. On one knowledge, all the forms are coming and going, coming and going, coming and going. I hope you will understand that. I can only hope. You have to give your time on the subject, then you will understand. These things will get more clearer if you meditate. There is no time to meditate. And even if I sit, I'll sleep. So, yasmin nasti loke bodhas tat upekshane. You know what is the beautiful point in that? Now tell me. Because knowledge is not changing, therefore whatever you are seeing, it is knowledge object superimposed on knowledge. Object superimposed on knowledge. On one knowledge, there is no flower of knowledge. Flower of knowledge, right? Not knowledge of flower. It is the flower of knowledge. On unchanging knowledge, all things are coming and going. Flower of knowledge, bat of knowledge, ball of knowledge, man of knowledge. Knowledge has become unchanging substance, and on that lot of other things are coming and going. So now tell me, your attention is on changing and not on the names and form. An interesting thing. If on one unchanging, all things are coming, so can this unchanging has mixed with it? Or it is not mixed with it? If it is not mixed, then without changing, then it will be unreal and illusory. Because if knowledge has mixed with the object, then second time that knowledge won't be available. The same knowledge won't be available because it got mixed. And therefore only one knowledge, all unchanging knowledge, all superimposed objects are coming and going, and you are same. You are same, yes, you are not changing at all. I hope. And this same knowledge, please note, knowledge of time, no, time of knowledge. Space of knowledge. No, I have knowledge of space. No, you have space of knowledge. You have time of knowledge. Even space, even whole space is seen on the knowledge. Yes. That means space is also illusory. Yes. Time is also illusory. Yes. Why? On the same knowledge you are seeing two things. If really it had got mixed, you won't have another knowledge. When I scan my eyes, so on one knowledge only certain objects are coming and going. If really it had gone attached, after seeing this I can't see that. I will see her, and after that I will have jaundice because all are yellow. This jacket is lemon yellow, hai jacket. It's called lemon yellow, not light yellow. Yours is not lemon yellow, yours is light yellow. Not sari. Yours is little less lemonish than her. Huh? I think you have washed quite a bit. Inka strong deal, especially jacket. All brahmacharis went to conference in Vibhuti. सबका एक ही कपड़ा था. All full of lemon. Swami Abhedananda, as if I mean lemons are all lemon yellow. नॉलेज नहीं बदलती मेरे प्यारे, यही तो हम बोलना चाह रहे हैं. I hope you are understanding. If you are not understanding, what can I say? And let me tell you, this knowledge is not inside the body. Then we think consciousness is inside the body. Why? Because body itself is seen in knowledge. Body itself is seen in knowledge. You are not seeing body, you are seeing the thought of body on the consciousness. Nobody has seen concrete body, sir. You never see anything concrete. You see the thought of that. I don't see my body. You only see the thought. No, I'm touching my body. You are not touching. You have a thought of touch and not the touch. Nothing is called solid to dikhai. You never can have interaction with solid. It is only the thought is there. You have experienced thought. Because if thought is not there, and even if you touch, you won't experience that. Mule, I'll think over it. No, you won't think. You have no time. Therefore, I'm trying to explain. हमको लगता है inside me there is consciousness. अरे भाई, you are seeing the body in the light of consciousness. Really? Acha. And space also. In the same light of consciousness. Yes. But we have used vocabulary. This vocabulary has made everything ulta-pulta. I mean, our wrong knowledge we use in the vocabulary. By using the vocabularies, that wrong knowledge has been substantiated. क्या करें हम? And therefore Vidyaranya Swami says, Yad bodh matram tad brahma iti. Bodh matram. What is knowledge alone? That is Brahman. Why? Because on that only everything is there. So it is not knowledge of sun. No, it is sun of knowledge. Wow, sun of knowledge. That means you want to say on the consciousness there is a thought of sun appearing. Exactly. So I have a knowledge of all objects in this world. Exactly. When I am eating something and I taste it, it is not an object. You are having the thought of that and not the object to experience. You don't experience object per se. You experience always the thought of the object. Nobody has experienced object. I can't experience object without thought. Never. If A cannot be experienced without B, then B is not different than A. Sorry, if A cannot be experienced without B, then A is not different than B. If ornament cannot be experienced without gold, and the waves cannot be experienced without water, then ornament is not other than gold and wave is not other than water. If object cannot be experienced without thought, then object are nothing but the thought. So my whole day I experience thought only. Yes. On what? On this knowledge. Don't make separate thought and bring new knowledge. You are superimposing the unchanging knowledge. You are mixing the reflected knowledge and unchanging and the thought and the object. And the unchanging thought that you are missing out. The character of the film through which I see the light, that is reflected, that light has filtered through the particular object, and then you see that there is a brown person sitting here, red person is there, black person is there. That is the light reflected through a particular screen. But light is not black and light is not brown, it is a reflected light. It is a false light. Real light is the colorless light on the film, on the screen which is there. I hope you have got it. If you have not got it, please go back in your room, again listen this and understand that. This is a beautiful point. So Bodh Matram is where the attack is there. And what we do? We attribute the knowledge to an object, make it real. No object has become important. No, it is good, it is bad, I repel it, I get attracted by that. And we may make our life a mess after that. Yad bodh matram tad brahma iti evam dhi nishchaya. Then first line you see. So what shall I do? Yasmin asti loke bodha tat upekshane. Please neglect the shape. Neglect the shape. Bole, how to neglect? That you are very good. Neglect as you neglect people. Neglect the shape means don't give the reality into it. It is not physical negligence. चले आगे. अब देखो हम लोग इतना गड़बड़ कर देते हैं. And then I suffer from it, which is not there. If there was really, object was real, then object should not die. Then object has gone, the knowledge also has gone of that object. Then who knows that knowledge of that object has gone? The one who knows, was it different than the knowledge? If that object has gone, the knowledge of that object has also gone. Then the one who knows that the knowledge of the object has gone, this knowledge and that knowledge was same or different. That knowledge that it has gone or it is there, that background knowledge was same. So this knowledge which has gone, which has lost, it is not lost. The reflection has gone. The reflection has gone does not mean the object has gone. You are focusing on the reflection and not on the main object. If the waves are gone, and the sun is destroyed by the waves. Sun is not destroyed because the waves are no more in the ocean. Well, sun is no more. Reflected sun is no more. But the original sun is still there. Now let's move to next verse. And therefore I say, please go within. Don't keep a value outside only. This is bad, this is good. We just, we are focused on the object of thought, and whatever thought comes, I see it as a reality. Therefore, thought is real for us because we have made the knowledge real of the thought. And therefore, we cannot withdraw from the thought. Even knowing sometimes this thought is troubling me, I cannot withdraw. Why? Because it is very real for you. You don't have the capacity to shift your attention from the thought to the knowledge on which the thought is seen. That knowledge which was thoughtless knowledge, that knowledge which was not of thought, that is without thought also it exists, which is not the part, product and property of the body or the thought. You don't have a habit and inclination to see that. Therefore you are seeing that. What is the difference between worldly person and the sannyasi? Worldly person will see he is my mother, he is my father, he is my son. Sannyasi will see as Panch Mahabhut. He has habituated to see that. He is not interested that he says relations are false. He said Panch Mahabhut. There is no mother, father. He has tuned himself, he has practiced himself to see that element. Vimuda nanu pashyanti jnana chakshusha. But ordinary person, he can never say that she is a woman is coming. He will say mother is coming. Maybe third person who doesn't know that is mother, he will say one woman is coming. He has woman buddhi on that, but he has practiced from childhood mother. Therefore mother only is seen that. You travel along Chatsworth. You will say this house. Moment your house come, you will never say it is this house. You will say my house. You have practiced to say my house. It is a practice. False practice is there. A house belongs to whom? Consciousness or body? Or the jiva? Well, don't ask us question because, I'm very afraid of this passion. How will I run my family? Family will run away long back. Already it has run away. You are chasing something which is run away. That is, you are sad. Something has run away. Family karte raho bekar mein. So don't mix emotions while you are understanding Vedanta. Don't mix your emotion. When is a thought of, when you are investigating something, don't mix your emotion. Wives had some problem. So said they go for a blood test. Doctor said, no, she is my very good wife. She can't have any problem in blood. You cannot say like that. She cooks for me. She loves me. She makes tea for me. How can she has blood problem? She is very good. You don't mix your emotion while investigating about the blood. You don't mix that. So don't try to become emotional on matters when topic is of solid Vedanta going on. And don't say, if I know how will I work? Some are people, how will I work if I know all his consciousness? First thing, you won't know so easily. And second thing, this question is coming, you are a student of Karma Yoga and not Jnana Yoga. Because you have a doership. That means doer also is false. Long back it is false. Then who will make the tea coffee? Imaginary doer will make. Imaginary will make for imaginary husband. When you are thinking, don't mix anything else. It is like that. And supposing I can't understand, then you go to Karma Yoga area. Then you think, I am samarpit karta, I am a devoted doer, I am there. I am just working for God. This is okay for me. This is fine for me. It is very difficult to practice for me. Knowledge of the object. Object is only of all knowledge. And in one knowledge is there. Everything is not real in that. I understand what you are saying, but I can't live after that. As if you can practice it. You cannot practice it, therefore you are saying such questions. If you could have practiced, you would have not said these questions also. You can be seated there and relax. You are finding some scapegoat to your inability to practice that. You are trying to bring some excuse like that. Because you cannot practice, therefore you are saying, Nach na aave angan teda. Nach na aave angan teda. Some dancer was called to sing. That dancer said, that floor is not okay. Because she did not know the dance. Floor is totally tilted, therefore I cannot dance. So we use such excuses. How will I learn my family, because you can't practice it right away. Say I cannot practice it, I'm student of Karma Yoga. But don't think it cannot be practiced at all. It has to be practiced. There is no way out. Today, tomorrow, after 10 years, 20 years, next birth, you have to come back to the Panchadashi. How long you will run away from this? Bakre ki amma kab tak bachegi? The mother of the goat, how long she can save herself from slaughter? Somewhere you have to come. If not in 2024, then 2010, at 2030, or 2040 if you are alive. If not, then next birth. You have to come to this knowledge for ultimate freedom. You cannot run away. This is the way. Nanya pantha vidyate anaya. The earlier the better. Why? Then you go through sufferings in between. Because you'll forget it. You'll forget it. Who knows you are going to live for how long? Who knows? How long you can say like that? Yad bodh matram tad brahma. Underline this is Tattvamasi. This is what is it called Mahavakyas there. Iti evam dhi brahma nishchaya. Dhi brahma nishchaya. Evam dhi brahma nishchaya. I hope you are understanding this. If you are not understanding, please revise it. Next verse. Panchakosha parityage Sakshi bodhavasheshatah Swaswarupa sa eva sya Shunyatvam tasya durghatam. Up about the king. They said, see, when you remove all the object, I think nothing remains. You said, Acha, nothing remains. How can you say? Panchakosh parityage, when you dismiss or you negate, sakshi bodh. Sakshi means the knowledge of consciousness is there. Swaswarup ev sah. 22nd shlok we are seeing. That is our own nature. Shunyatvam tasya durgatam. You cannot call it non-existence. You cannot call it non-existence. Why? Because it is known. If you negate the 5 koshas, then there will be somebody knowing that nothing is there. Then who will know that nothing is there? If nothing was there, it is a contradiction because somebody is there to say nothing was there. That somebody has to be there to say nothing was there. Nothing cannot say that nothing was there. Therefore, you are not speaking the right thing. Swaswarupa sa eva syat shunyatvam tasya durghatam. Durghatam means it is not possible. Durghatna nahi, durghatam bas hai. बोले दुर्घटना हो गई यहाँ पंचदशी में. Durghatna means accident. Durghatam means different to validate. There is no one to validate. There is no one to say it is like that. Non-existence is there. अच्छा जी भाई ठीक है ठीक है. Next verse, the same topic is going on. Asti tavat swayam nama vivada vishayatvatah स्वस्मिन्नपि विवादश्चेत् प्रतिवाद्यत्र को भवेत् अस्ति तावत् स्वयं नाम. One thing is clear, that you are existing. Oh, yes. Asti tavat swayam nama. So there is no confusion, there is no avivad. There is vivad avishyatwata. I am existing, there is no conflict on this. Acha. So, swasmin api vivadaschet. Supposing you say, no, I am not there, then who will do the conflict? Swasmin api vivadaschet. If you have a doubt regarding whether you are existing or not, then prativadyatra ko bhavet. Then who will be the opponent? Because you are opposing. To oppose, you have to be there. And you yourself are saying that Shunya is there after I remove everything. After I negate everything, if you say, I am also negated because I am... How did you know that you are negated? To know you are negated, you have to be there. Well, yes, I am there. If you are then you are not negated. How can you say? How can you say you are negated when you are there? I hope, understand, no? Simple logic is there. There is no, you don't need a rocket science to understand this Vedanta. Vedanta is very simple, little common sense is required. That means negation of Brahman is negated. You will negate yourself by, you are negating yourself by negating that. If you say like that, अरे consciousness वगैरह कुछ नहीं होती जी, ये सब क्या है? ये सब तो इन लोग का, I think they were no time, they had a lot of time, and they wrote all these things. They had full time. They are getting food free of cost from the society. Society was feeding them, and easily they got the food and shelter. They had a lot of time, and they knew Sanskrit. They wrote all these verses. Acha, nothing is there. So what do you want to say? I am saying nothing is there. What nothing is there? There is nothing like consciousness. Acha, sit down. No, I want to, no, go. No, sit down. One minute, sit down. What? You are nothing like consciousness now. No. Then inertness is there. Eh? No. You say consciousness is there or inertness is there? What is inertness? Inertness means that which does not know itself, like that it knows others. So you are consciousness or inert? Well, I'm going. No, you have to tell answer. You are consciousness or you are inert? Well, you see, I am conscious of something. You don't trouble me. I'm conscious of, but I'm not inert totally. You agree or not inert? So you are conscious of or you are consciousness? I'm conscious of body. I'm conscious of mind. I'm conscious of food. I'm conscious of sleep. I'm conscious of. Acha. 1 minute. You and the object which you are conscious of, both are different or same? Well, can I go? No. You only had. I will now catch you. तुमने हमको क्यों बोला ऐसा? तुम पकड़े जाओगे. You are saying that I am conscious of X thing or Y thing. Whole day you are conscious of A, B, C, D. When everything is not there, you are conscious of something or not? Yes. Whom? I am conscious of myself then. Then you cannot say nothing is there consciousness. When everything has been negated like in the deep sleep, you cannot say nothing is there. Then the one who was conscious of, he will be there then. Then how can you say that consciousness is nothing? Wait. Okay. When space is not experienced, time is not experienced, still consciousness is experienced. That means consciousness has to be there. But what is ego then? Ego is consciousness wrongly mixed with the thought or object. Mixed up consciousness is the ego. I did very good work. I spoke very well. I sing very well. You are identifying with the speaking and singing, which is inert actions. Action are inert by nature. Or I am very beautiful. Oh, only you are saying. You are identifying with the body. Whereas I am is something beautiful is a inert thing. I am tall. Tallness is different matter. I am is totally different matter. I am is not tall. Tall is the body. But I am very learned. Learned is inertness and I am is another thing. Everywhere you have mixed I and something else. I am saying when nothing is there. When you take out Annamay, Pranamay, Manomay, Vijnanmay, Anandmay, etc., then you have to be there to say nothing is there, as in the deep sleep is there. And if you say that I am is there, that I am, in the absence of space and time, has to be unlimited. Number two, all the knowledges are coming and going because you will get the same I again in the deep sleep. And every time you meditate, you will get the same I. That means that consciousness was not mixed with any object at all. That means it was not basically mixing with any inert. You have not become father, you have not become mother, you have not become chacha, you have not become mama, you have not become nana. No becoming is an I. I is becoming less. So what do you want to say? You cannot say nothing is there now. Because you will be negating yourself then. Who can say nothing is there if I was there? There is a knowledge that nothing is there. How can there, without knowledge, you can say nothing is there? So you cannot say inert. And you cannot say that nothing is there. And you cannot say that they have free time, therefore just they wrote something. They had known the pinnacle of all realization. And they found that the purpose of life is only to know the self. And they invested their whole time, energy into it and knew the self and wrote their experiences. They are not the people like us who are buffeted by Kam, Krodh and Ahankar 100 times in a day. They are totally apart and they are liberated. They are Jivan Mukht. And society, by feeding them, is not obliging them. They have given much more than what society could have got from them. Given them rather. They can give twice meals, but they have given liberation to millions of people. There is no match between what Vidya and Swami can give and what we can give to him. So don't say like that. Okay? Okay, sorry. So, okay, I am consciousness. And I can go. No, wait. Wait. Let me complete till 27. अरे यार हम मान तो रहे कॉन्शियसनेस ने हमको परेशान कर रहे हो तो कॉन्शियसनेस कहाँ परेशान होती है अब इफ यू सेड आई एम कॉन्शियसनेस देन वहाँ क्यों परेशान क्यों हो रहे हो पीछे पड़ गए सो नाउ लेट अस सी पीछे पड़ गए इन लोग हमारे तो तुम भी तो पीछे पड़े हो जगत के You are after the world, you are after Krodh, you are after ego, you are after Kam, all the time you are after that. Why not the scripture be after consciousness then? To see that you are not after the false, I am after the truth. Therefore I am after chasing the truth there. You leave that, I will leave this. But you are not leaving the false. Till you are not really false, I will not also leave you. This is now 24th verse. Swasatvam tu na kasmai chit. See, it is chit, and next word is rochate. You can write somewhere if you are not clear. Kasmai, don't break this. Kasmai chidrochate. Kasmai chit is one word, and then rochate ra is there. The bottom is ra, full ra is there. So, swasatvam tu na kasmai chit rochate vibhramam vina ata eva shrutir badham brute cha sattvavadinah. Swa asatvam, this word is like that. A is there. Non-existence of oneself. Swasya asatvam. Swasatvam. It is a sandhi is there. Swasya asatvam. I am non-existence. Asatvam is non-existence. To na kasmai chit. To anybody, na rochate. This will not be said by anybody unless he is in delusion. Vibhramam vina. Unless he is drunk. Or unless he is totally deluded, mad. he is totally under influence of liquor or some drug, then only is I am existing or not. Who am I? Then only he will say like that. You ask very foolish questions. Am I in jail? Like that. One person, had bhang. Bhang is there. And after having the bhang, he was having up, down in the satsang, going up, going down, coming up, going down. So he is while I am searching my shoes. My shoes are not there. My shoes are not there. My shoes are not there. They said, but what you had come? Well, I had come with the slipper. When you have come with the slipper, how the shoes will be here? Well, but my shoes has to be there. Whether I come with slipper or without slipper, what does it matter? Shoes has to be there. Look at the pagal hai. Tada chad gaye iske. When you have not come with the shoes, how the shoes will be here? What you are searching for so long? You are searching that shoes? Yes. इसको घर ले जाओ. स असत्वम तु न कस्मैचिद् रोचते विभ्रमं विना अतएव श्रुतिर्बाधम. So, Shruti Badham Brute. Brute means Brute. Brew, not the coffee. Brute, Bruvate, Bruvate. Negation of Brahman. So, Ata Evana Shruti Badham Brute. So, Shruti is negating whom? Asatvadina. Shunyavadi. Fixed case. So, those who are Shunyavadi, nihilist, Buddhist, etc. Acha? Shruti is negating them. How Shruti is negating them? He is quoting 25th slok. This is from, first line is from Taittiriya Upanishad, second valli, sixth anuvag. Asanneva sabhavati asad brahmeti veda ched asad brahmeti ched veda santamenam tato viduriti tasse shaiva sharira atma. This is the mantra there. What is the mantra? See, he is quoting only one line. Let's read 25th verse. Asad brahmeti ched veda swayameva bhaveda sat atosya ma bhut vedyatvam. Again. Atosya ma bhut vedyatvam swasatvam tvabhyupeyatam. Tvabhyupeyatam. Now what he says, first line, Asad Brahmeti Chedveda. If you say, this is directly from TU, Taittiriya Upanishad, second valli, sixth anukas. What it says, see, it is written also, footnote, Taittiriya Upanishad 2.6. So, Asad Brahmeti Chedveda. If somebody says Brahman is not there, so what will happen? Swayam ev bhaveda sat. He himself will be not existing, which is a contradiction. Then, देखो कितना समझा रहे हैं. Same point is coming from Shruti, from Yukti, from all angle this is going on. This is called teaching. One is called preaching. Preaching is existence is there. Preaching is this. Teaching is how is it there, how other thing is not possible, what has been said. Taking 1 hour, 2 hours to explain from varied angles, so that we are convinced. When you are meditating, this doubt won't be there. All the doubts which is inside our mind, that will run away. Ataha asya, sixth case, atmana, ma bhut vedyatvam. Please be careful. Let it not be. It is not. It is unobjectifiable. Ataha, Atma is unobjectifiable. Avedyatvam. Ma bhut vedyatvam. Sorry. Ma bhut vedyatvam. This va is bottom, va is full va. What is it? The bottom is full. In Sanskrit, what is on the top is half. Although it is written, the is full, the, bada sa the, huwa chota sa niche. But that half, that is, the is half, the bottom one is full. Oh, I thought whole is the, this voice is small. Ataha asya ma bhut vedyatvam. Let it not be objectifiable. Why? Already we saw. If this knowledge is objectified, then it will become inert. Another knowledge is required to objectify it. Another knower is required to objectify it. If another knower is there, then the problem will be how can another knower came when only one knowledge was. Then means two is there. That means time and space has come again. When only time and space was not there, only one was there. There is no objectifiable knowledge. It is not known by thought. Anything which is not known by thought is non-objectifiable knowledge. Acha, acha. So this is called avedyatvam. Please note, it is not knowable doesn't mean it is not known at all to anybody. It is not objectifiable. It's not that not known like the horn of the rabbit, or not known like some star has yet to be discovered. It's not like that. It is not objectifiable as this Atma, comma. Swasatvam tu abhyupeyatam. Su asatvam. So asatvam tu abhyupeyatam. But existence has to be accepted. Dhyan dena. Regarding any worldly thing, if it is not known, it is not existing. But regarding Atma, even it is not known as an object, but still it is existing. So avedyatvam can be accepted. Asatvam cannot be accepted. Because it is not objectifiable, therefore it is not existing. This cannot be said. But about the worldly object, because I don't know it as an object, therefore it is not existing. It is ticked, right. But about the self, it is not known as an object, but still it is not existing, cross. Why? Because this is right. This is wrong. It is not knowable as an object, but don't think it is not known. As an object it is not known. As a self it is known, but it is still existing. This is abhyupeta means accepted. It is sarv praman avishayam. So anatma vishya avedyatve asatvam. But atma vishya with avedyatve is equal to satvam. It is apramen aprakash. Avyaktoyam achintyoyam avikaryoyam uchyate tasmademam viditvenam nanu shochitum arhasi. Well, this shlok is not there here. This is Gita shlok. Okay. Avyaktam. Avyaktam. Achintyoyam. Achintyoyam. It cannot be known by thought. Why? Thought is known by that. How can that be known by thought? In the bag of thought, something finite can come. Thought has a bag. If finite come, infinite Atma cannot come in the bag of thought. Thought has a bag. Like you put something in the bag, you hold, there is one holder on the top. And bottom is the object. Supposing potatoes are kept, or tomatoes are kept, or tinda is kept. All these things. So you can see the shape of that particular bag like a potato is there. So thought is like, this is the knower and that is the known. It will always have a bag. But something which does not have, which is not known by thought, because thought itself is known in the light of that. This book cannot illuminate the bulb. Because it is illuminated cannot be illuminating the illuminator. I hope you are understanding that. No, 2 verses on this topic I thought I'll complete, but time is already over. We will see more next class. Try to make your notes, please. Purnamada Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Guru Pyo Namaha. Hari Om.